What is going on, everybody? I don't know what's up with that thumbnail. Okay, if you saw the thumbnail, you saw my two nipples. I don't know what's up with that. It may have been on accident. It may have been intentional. I don't know. But in this video, we're going to be talking about what a binge creator really is. So I've come up with my new academy. It's called Binge Creator Academy, and in it is full of students who are binge creators. Now, what is a binge creator? Well, it's kind of like the opposite of a binge consumer. Okay, a binge creator is someone who knows the value of output, who feels really, really good creating things, doing things, making things, contributing to the internet community. Okay, it's someone who creates content. It's someone who creates ebooks and offers coaching and does live webinars and creates funnels and sends emails. Like, it's an outputter, it's a doer, it's the people you see going live. Those are creators. And what a binge creator is someone who creates so much content in one day that they have enough content to last them the entire month. It's like spending a day to create a month worth of content. Now, binge creating, does it require work? Yeah, it requires work. It requires a lot of work. It's just like binge consuming, but the opposite. So rather than sitting back, eating some popcorn and watching Netflix and just doing this all day, like most people, a binge creator is on the edge of their seat and they're outputting, they're creating. They're brainstorming everything that they're doing during the day, the night before as well. That's another characteristic of a binge creator, is someone who brainstorms the night before what they want to do the following day. So every night when I go to bed, I write down a list of what I'm going to do the next day. I write down what I'm going to do for fitness, what I'm going to eat. I write down who I'm going to DM, who I'm going to send a video message to, what kind of email I'm going to send, what kind of video I'm going to make. I write it all out the day before. And the difference with me and my students versus a lot of other people who try to make money online and who sell courses and who sell ebooks and who also create is that we're really into doing a lot at one time so that it pays off thereafter. So like I said, we spend a day creating a month's worth of content. That can look like we spend a day creating a month's worth of thumbnails. We spend a day creating a month's worth of emails. We spend a day creating a month's worth of Instagram posts. We spend a day creating a month's worth of YouTube content. We spend a day creating a month's worth of captions. We spend a month's worth of, or we spend a day to create a month's worth of relationships with people on Instagram. So it's all about doing a lot in a short period of time that's going to pay off throughout the entire month. That way you're not having to wake up every day and kind of like scramble and like just stay afloat and just do the same thing every day, like a hamster on a wheel. So that is that. And then there's a few tools and techniques and little tricks that we use. One of the really, really cool softwares that we use is FocusMate. Now, FocusMate is a cool website where you go on live, like I'm live right now. You go on live with someone from around the world, and you can choose to mute your microphone if you want, but you hop on live with them. You say, hey, what's up? My name's Ted, and I'm going to be working on my ebook. And the other person says, cool, I'm going to be working on studying for my biology exam. And you're like, sweet. And you're like, I'm going to mute. And you're like, cool, me too. I'm like, sweet. You mute, and then you get to work. And then you're both working for the next 50 minutes. So FocusMate is 50-minute slots. And it's just accountability. It's just like working, getting stuff done with someone else. So it doesn't feel like you're all on your own, because humans, let's face it, man, we're social creatures. We want to interact. I've met some really, really cool people on focusmate.com. I've learned a lot actually from people I've interacted with on focusmate.com, even though I've only been interacting with them for like 10 seconds or so before I start getting to work. So FocusMate is something that we use inside the Binge Creator Academy. And then another huge difference between the way I teach and the way my students work is versus the way other people try and get stuff done is we use dopamine fasting for clarity, meaning we shut the computer off, we shut the phone off, we shut everything off, all technology off, all music off, we don't read any books, nothing. We just go into isolation, which the whole world's in isolation right now. We go into isolation, we don't talk to anybody for an entire day, and we brainstorm out all of our ideas. So if we're ever stuck on something, like we're not sure what we should sell, or we're not sure how we should sell it, or we're not sure what we should do about a specific problem in our business, we dopamine fast. So we cut off all technology for 24 hours and we just brainstorm, we brain dump. And humans, we're geniuses. Like, you're a genius. The 5 people watching this right now, you're a genius. You know so much. You know enough right now to start a very successful business. Just like I know enough to start a successful business. I know enough right now to never have to read another book again. However, because we keep on learning more and more and more new stuff. Like right now, the 5 people in this are learning from me right now. But this is just, I'm putting another layer of soil on, basically, on top of seeds that have already been planted. And if you put too many layers of soil on, the seeds don't have a chance to sprout and grow. And so with a dopamine fast, what you're doing is you're just kind of like removing all the extra soil that's on top, and you're letting the seeds that have already sprouted to just really sprout and grow into ideas. So rather than driving down the road when it's really, really rainy without windshield wipers, right? When you're driving down the road and it's rainy and you don't have windshield wipers, are you driving fast or are you driving slow? What do you guys think? Post in the comments if you want. If you're driving down the highway and it's really rainy and you don't have windshield wipers on, are you going to drive fast or are you going to drive slow? Me personally, if I'm driving down the road and my windshield wipers aren't working and it's pouring rain, I'm going to drive really slow. In fact, one time my mom was driving home from work, her windshield wiper stopped working. It was raining so hard and she had to cross the bridge. She actually stopped the car, pulled over, called my dad, and asked my dad to come drive and drive her home. So drive the car home. So we drive slower, and that's like life. When we can't see, when we're not clear, when there's too much rain coming down, we're not totally clear. We can't see, so we're going to go super, super slowly through life. But once we get super clear, once we remove the rain from the windshield, or we get the windshield wipers going, we can see clearly. We can start taking action. It's really, really fun. It's actually fun to drive the car now. You feel confident, you feel safe, and you can actually go faster and get better results. So dopamine fasting is a fantastic way of getting crystal clear on what we are working on and what we want to do, what really gets us excited. Now, the other aspect of being a binge creator is that, like I said, we are social animals, right? We are social creatures, and that's why I really recommend using FocusMate. It really helps keep accountability. But the other thing is we also want to keep in contact. We want to have these conversations on a regular basis about business. So the 5 people in here right now, I don't know what your names are. You guys post your names. Let me know who's watching. Say your name. What's up? Say, hi, I'm Ted. Hi, I'm Ted. Social interaction is very, very important. And so every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I go live with my students, just like I'm going live with you here today. And I give a little presentation, a little class, and then I really get in and help them with whatever they're working on. And I think it's so important to have a network of people that you can talk to who are working on the same goals, working on the same projects as yourself, or at least similar projects. So you can share with others what sort of struggles you might be going through, what you're stuck on, and then other people can offer suggestions. So I was talking with a girl today, for example, who has like 700,000 Instagram followers. And she was talking about how she does a lot of shout for shout. She offers shout out for shout out with a lot of girls. That's how she got to where she is today. Right, 700,000 Instagram followers. When I met her, she had like 50,000. No, when I met her the first time, she had 7,000. But when I first saw her on Instagram, she had like 700. I thought she was a fake account because she's a beautiful girl with 700 followers. It didn't seem legit. And then I met her in real life, and I'm like, oh my God, you're that girl I saw on Instagram. And at that point, she was at 7,000. I was like, wow, how'd you grow so fast? Congrats, that's freaking awesome. She's like, oh, I don't know, I've just been posting a lot. I'm like, cool. Next summer, I see her. She goes from 7,000 now to 50,000. I'm like, wow. And that was this past August. Now, since August of this summer, she's now at 700,000. And I'm like, what are you doing? What's your technique? And so we sat down. She told me everything. I wrote down a big bunch of notes on how she grows her Instagram. And I got some really good secrets from her. And I didn't actually really implement the secrets yet, but I really want to. I should. It's on my list today, actually. I have it written down right here, actually, to do exactly what she told me to do. So I have the secrets. What's going on, Mark from the UK? How's it going, man? So I got the secrets, right? But one of her techniques that she uses to grow her Instagram is she does shout for shout. She offers other girls who have similar level of engagement, she offers to give them a shout out in exchange for a shout out on stories. And every time she's done this in the past, she instantly gets like thousands of followers. And so I asked her recently, like, how come, or how's your shout for shout stuff going? How's the game going? And she says, well, it's kind of tough now because initially it was really easy when she was at 50,000 or even 100,000 followers to find other girls who are also at 50 or 100,000 followers. So it's easy for her to find girls in this similar following who are also posting similar content, right? Pictures of like the body and stuff. But now that she's at like 700,000 followers, she says it's very difficult to find girls who are also at that level. So I messaged her back and I was like, well, what if you just, you got to your level where you are today, right? 700,000 followers by reaching out to girls who are at like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500,000 followers, right? So why don't you just be the girl in the power position at 700,000 followers, reach down to them. They're at like 300, 400, 500,000 followers. Reach down to the smaller groups, or even the people at 100,000 followers. Reach down to those accounts and ask them if they would do a shout out for shout out. And they'd be more than happy, right? It'd be super easy to get them because you're in the 700,000 range and they're only 100,000. Of course, they're going to give you a shout out. And it's not like, you're not going to get no followers from them. You're going to get some followers, a lot less than you would if you do a shout out with someone at 7,000. But small amount of followers is a lot better than no followers, right? I explained this to her on voice memo, and she got back to me right away. And she said, yeah, it's actually a really, really good idea. I'm actually going to do that today. And then she said, one thing she has to do now is spend a lot of time trying to find those accounts that she can do shout out for shout out with. And so I offered her another suggestion, which is part of what I teach my students, and that is the power of delegation. Finding someone who's already really good at doing something and just paying them a bit of money to take care of it for you. That way you can focus on other things. So I told her, I was like, hey, well, you could always hire a freelancer, pay a freelancer like $200-$300 to give you like a list of like 50 accounts that are very similar in style of posts and like followings between 100,000 to 500,000, whatever. You can hire a freelancer to go do that for you, or even pay them less, pay them like $100 or whatever. The money doesn't really matter when you're that rich. But anyways, she said, yeah, it's actually a really good idea as well. But she's so bored right now during quarantine that she's probably going to do it herself. But these are just some of the things that come up when you're engaging and you're having conversation with other people who are growing their Instagram, or when you're engaging with people who are also selling ebooks or selling video courses or selling online coaching. Like, it's really cool to talk to people who made like 10 grand last month selling ebooks. It's really cool to talk to people like my friend Nico, who made over $1 million last year with his funnels, which is teaching people about chatbots, like messenger chatbots, It's really cool having these conversations with people, and new ideas come up, and things people hadn't even thought of just click, So that's another part of being a binge creator. It's like you're not just binging on execution, but you're binging on conversations with others about very similar tasks, always helping each other grow forward, move forward. Because the little tips and tricks that I hear from other people, that other people give me, when they give me a tip or trick, I'm like super grateful. I'm like, wow, it's just such a good tip. It's such a good trick. Thank you. I'm going to use that for sure. It's amazing. And when they're telling me that tip or trick, they're also mastering it that much more. Because when you teach something, that's when you really master it, right? So it's mutually beneficial for people to teach one another and to have these conversations. So one of the things my friend Wayne and I have been getting on a call every Wednesday now for the past month or two now. Every Wednesday we get on a call and we just say, hey man, what's going on with you and your business? What are you working on? What are you stuck on? What are you unsure of? What are you kind of hesitant about? And then we go through that. We work through that, and we offer suggestions and bits of clarity, insights, ask further questions, and vice versa. We go back and forth, asking each other like what we're stuck on, what we need help with. And this is so powerful, having like these little masterminds. And so like I said, every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I do this with my students. And Monday is when we create content together, actually. We create content on Monday for the entire week ahead. And Tuesday is when I do Done For You Tech Tuesday. So every Tuesday we come on and help them with their funnel, their email, their social media content, whatever. Like I screen record and screen share and do the tech stuff for them, so they don't need to worry about the techie stuff. And then every Wednesday is when I come on and we do like a Wednesday whiteboard Wednesday clarity session. So it's so cool being a part of a group of people like this. And like I said, humans, we're social creatures, and we thrive when we're doing stuff together. And yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and share with you guys like what actually a binge creator is. What does it mean to binge create? And it just means like to create your content all at once. So you spend a day creating a month's worth of content. So rather than creating like 30 videos, one video per day, you could just spend a day, create 30 videos, right? It might take you 10 minutes to make a video. Do that 30 times, that's 300 minutes. Alexa, what's 300 divided by 60?
300 divided by 60 is 5.
Took you 5 hours to create a month's worth of content, right? And is it tough? Yeah, it's tough to create 5 hours worth of content. Absolutely, it can be draining, but it's so fulfilling. It's so fulfilling, especially the next day when you wake up, knowing that you have enough content for the next 30 days. So I remember when I first implemented this, my very first month of ever acting as a binge creator, when I first became a binge creator, that was the first month I went on to make $18,358 in 30 days. I was so freaking stoked. Next month I went at it again. This time I was a lot more strategic about it, and I was able to net an extra $7,000. So it was over 25K the following month just by doing binge creating. It's super, super rewarding, and it's like your bank account's gonna love you for it. And it allows you to just put everything you learn into action right away without like forgetting about it, without procrastinating, without putting it off, without being lame about it. So yeah, if you guys are girls out there watching this right now and you want to learn more, I'm actually hosting a free class this Thursday at tedcarclass.com. I'll post the link right here for you, tedcarclass.com. Class is happening at 6:30 PST, and we're going to be going over the freebie funnel method, which is the method I use to sell online without being salesy, without being pushy, without being annoying. So if you want to learn how I sell online courses, sell online coaching, without actually going on social media and telling people to buy my stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of, then yeah, TED Car Class is the class for that. And I'd be happy to answer all your questions there. We're going to be going over specifically how to grow your Instagram, what offers are crushing it right now, like what you can offer right away, even if you have no experience, like what's working really, really well right now. So how to grow your Instagram, what to offer, and then how to actually make the sales on those offers, even if you're brand new. So this is beginner friendly. Like I said, in my very first month of implementing the stuff, my very first month of being a binge creator, I wanted to make $18,358 selling an online course. Super cool stuff. Up until that point, I'd made $2,500 a month selling an online course in the raw food niche, but it just wasn't anything like what happened when I became a binge creator. So again, if you want more information on that, I'll be going into depth on that and how you can get started as well at tedcarclass.com. And yeah, that's happening this Thursday, April 9th, which is in 2 days from now, at 6:30 PST. So that's it. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram is @tedcar. And yeah, we will keep in touch there. All right? Cool. Peace, peace, much love. Kara is binge creating in the background right now. She's binge creating on her ebook. She'll probably have an entire ebook done today. And that's just the power of binge creating, man. Just getting it done and out of the way. So the rest of the week, the rest of the month, you're free to do another task, whatever tickles your fancy. Okay. Well, ciao for now. Much love. Peace out. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.